is Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
You are looking live 09 Alamo Heights for the first time in TNL's 16-year history. We are at Orem Stadium, the newly renovated, beautiful Orem Stadium here in Alamo Heights. Good evening, everybody. It's Don Harris and Chuck McIntyre with you as always. Tonight, it's the Clemens Buffaloes against Alamo Heights in a 6A, 5A battle. And Chuck, both of these teams have high hopes for the season. Alamo Heights, especially in Class 5A, one of the higher regarded teams in the entire state.
Yeah, we've got them ranked very high in our TNL poll, as you know. Clemens, both of these teams actually have played a very challenging non-district schedule to get them ready for what they're both going to face during league play. What's fascinating to me is both of these teams have been really good, I think, at dealing with a lot of early season adversity, and we might see some of that on the field tonight.
Yeah, plenty of injuries to talk about that. We'll get into it later, but we've also got big-time talent on the field. Let's start with Clemens and an all-state linebacker in Ocean Zuniga.
You know, this is one of those guys, Don, that when you see him play, as you look at the accolades, you're going to know exactly where zero is on the field the moment this guy takes the field. He's going to be a sideline-to-sideline guy, really good at what he does, not a whole lot that he can't do, and this Clemens team is really going to be counting on a strong defensive performance tonight. They've got some hosses on the offensive side, too. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Clemens puts on the field this evening.
And really, truthfully, one of the big reasons we scheduled this game is on the other side of the field. Michael Terry III, not enough hyperbole to say what a recruit this guy is. Ron Rittenman's been doing this a long time, Chuck. He says he's never seen this much hype for one of his guys.
Well, I don't know that we've seen a lot of hype for any of these guys in San Antonio through the years as much as Michael Terry has rightfully earned. This young man has well over 100 college scholarship offers. You know, I thought Coach Rittenman did a great job early on in his career highlighting all the things he could do. He can throw it, he can run, he can catch, he can cover, he can do literally everything it takes to be a football player. There are a lot of eyes on Michael Terry III, and this guy is just, he's something else. You're right, he's been doing it for a long time.
We're seeing a national media recruiting presence here tonight. There will be college coaches on the sidelines, and when we come back, we'll have our Gomez Law Firm keys to the game. Clemens and Alamo Heights from Alamo Heights on Thursday Night Lights.
You're watching Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
Welcome back to Orem Stadium. We're in Alamo Heights, Texas, where Clemens will take on the Mules tonight. Right now, it's time for our Gomez Law Firm keys to the game. Chuck, let's start with those Clemens Buffaloes and Coach Alan Hill.
Yeah, Don, they've had a lot of injuries that they've had to deal with to start the season, and you know, Coach Hill says that they've been a little bit of a slow starting team. So tonight, they want to get some first downs, keep their defense off the field, but they want to get some of those early on in the game. And then secondly, end every drive with a kick, be it a field goal, preferably an extra point. They want to be able to get some points tonight. That's something that's been a little bit of a struggle so far for them this season. And then make bigger plays in the special teams.
All right, meanwhile, let's turn to Alamo Heights. Coach Ron Rittenman's team's 3-0. What are the keys to making it 4?
Yeah, for both of these teams, honestly, you know, this is one for every team every week, right? Protect the ball. Clemens has got some dudes on both sides of the ball. Want to definitely make sure you're doing everything you can to protect. And then secondly, play fast on defense, and then win the kicking game. You know, Alamo Heights prides themselves on working very hard on that aspect of the game, especially early on in the season, where they can show up and really do some good for you.
All right, here's Coach Ron Ritterman.
We've been playing Clemens since I've been in San Antonio, and we know what they have over there. They've got some really nice athletes over there. They're going to be well coached. They're going to play hard. I think their chemistry may not have been as good in a game or two earlier this year, but those are all fixable. And I hope they wait another week to get it all fixed. But no, they're gonna bring a lot of good athletes over here Thursday night. And like I said, I know Coach Hill's going to do a good job with them. It's going to be a great test for us as our last non-district game to see if we really are better in all three phases, because we're going to need to be going into district.
All right, when we come back, it's almost time to kick it off. We'll have our national anthem and kickoff, Clemens and Alamo Heights on Thursday Night Lights.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Taco Cabana, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, Central Med, Enroll SA, San Antonio Sports, Valero, San Antonio Zoo, Countywide Service Company, Christus Children's, ACNowSA.com, Rhino Roofers, San Antonio Ready to Work, Aaron Plumbing Today, Moonlight Ballroom and Conference Center, Living Way Church, San Antonio Metropolitan Health District, Premier Pros, IBEW, Vietnam Army Grunt Museum, and Monarch Trophy Studio.
Welcome to Alamo Heights. If you're just joining us, it's Clemens and Alamo Heights, and the Buffalo is breathing fire here in 09. And here come the Buffaloes, ready to take on the Mules. And Chuck, our first trip here, and already both of these schools win the run-through award. The smoke coming out of the Buffalo's nose. Look, Alamo Heights putting on a concert.
Yeah. That's what it kind of feels like. But, yeah, I think both of these teams not only passed the pregame award, but, and they passed the eye test, dude. There are a lot of pretty-looking athletes on both of these ball clubs tonight. Should be a fun one here at Orem Stadium.
And they're about ready to welcome their squad. Alamo Heights 3-0 on the year after a 12-1 campaign last year. And here come the Mules, one of the favorites in the entire state in Class 5A. They made a deep playoff run a year ago. Expect to do the same this year. Marching band on the field, and there is Michael Terry III, number 2, who we've been talking about and who we will continue to talk about here all game long.
Yeah,
5A, 6A, excuse me, Chuck, a 5A, 6A non-district game, the last for both teams before they get into district play.
Sorry, bro, I'm the one walking over you. I was just going to say, I think the fascinating thing about what Alamo Heights has done is that, you know, they've kind of blown through their schedule so far, and it hasn't been an easy one, and yet they've got 4 or 5 starters down. So what is this team going to look like when they get healthy?
We will see their backup quarterback again tonight, Watson Laswell, the junior. And we'll turn it over now for our national anthem to our public address announcer.
Junior ROTC. Under the direction of Sergeant Major Gerald Phillips and Lieutenant Colonel Vic Diaz. Carrying the U.S. flag this evening is Cadet Captain Poppy Dixon. Carrying the Texas flag is Cadet Private Jaden Rangel. Guarding the U.S. flag is Cadet First Sergeant Jonathan Alcoses. And guarding the Texas flag is Cadet Major Peter Wright. Please remain standing and remove your hats as the Alamo Heights High School Choir, under the direction of David Short, plays tribute to this great nation, our men and women in uniform throughout the world, and all our veterans with the singing of our national anthem.
Coverage of tonight's national anthem is sponsored by the Vietnam Army Grunt Museum.
I want to thank our stadium sponsors this evening, Alamo Heights High School Foundation.
Is sponsored by Air and Plumbing Today.
All right, yes, time for our game time weather brought to you by Air and Plumbing Today. It is 91 degrees, but it feels like 99 with all that humidity. We actually got a little rain shower here about an hour before kickoff. Beautiful rainbow there. And it's humid and sticky here in Alamo Heights, but a great night for football, and Clemens will kick it off.
Back deep to receive the kickoff.
Our first half kickoff brought to you by Rhino Roofers. And Alamo Heights will send their kickoff returners back. It's Trip Johnson and Landon Balden to receive the kick from Christopher Aikman.
Yeah, Alan Hill, you get a good look at the coach for the Clemens Buffaloes. Longtime area coach in a lot of different sports, doing a great job taking over the helm at Clemens.
Little fake reverse, and Balden will keep it down the sidelines. He's got space. Nice cut back to the 30 and spins his way near the 40-yard line. So good field position for Alamo Heights to set up shop. And that's where they will have it with, again, their backup quarterback, Watson Laswell, the junior. He's played the entire season as Robert Mickler recovers from a fibula injury, but he's getting closer to return. Laswell, the 5'11", 163-pound junior, is 24 for 40 on the year for 365 yards and 5 touchdowns. And, of course, we'll all be looking at Michael Terry III, who's lined up at the bottom of your screen. They look his way, get it to him on a bubble on the very first play of the game, and he's got a first down and more across the 50 to the 48-yard line of Clemens, and just like that, a 12-yard gain for the all-everything slot back.
First down.
Here's a look at that offense. Baldwin starts at wide receiver as well as returns kicks. Michael Terry, of course, the feature. And they're led up front by their captain, Ricky Gonzalez, the left tackle. First down and 10. A San Antonio Zoo first down. Keep by Laswell. Takes a big shot right across the 45-yard line.
Ryan Laswell with the keeper.
Here's a look at the Clemens Buffalo defense. We were talking earlier. Keep your eye on number 0, Ocean Zuniga. He's an all-state performer. He leads the way there. And Jordan Yalowski, big number 99, is an all-district defensive end. He's already got 2 sacks and a forced fumble on the season. Laswell lines up in the shotgun. Terry to his left. DJ Garza, who had a huge 67-yard touchdown run behind him at tailback. And they hand it to DJ, and he's up the middle, and he's gone. DJ Garza to the house. Touchdown, Mules.
DJ Garza.
And just like that, it's 6-0. DK, my fault.
Don, this is a guy that was their running back last year as a sophomore, started 13 games. They had him at safety this year because they felt like they were going to go another direction, but then the guy that they had in there got hurt, so DK back in at running back. He had a huge game last week, and that's just way too easy, man. Heights has got dudes on top of dudes, and DK's one of them.
How about the job by J.D. Rodriguez and that offensive line up front as the extra point is blocked? And so it'll stay 6-0, and my apologies to the Garza family for butchering DK's name. When we come back, the Buffaloes will have it for the first time. Alamo Heights scoring early.
To eat and an icy cold drink at the concession stands. And say hello to your friendly Mule Team volunteer while you're there. Concessions are located at both ends of the stadium. Support the Mules and your hunger. You can show your Mule pride all season long with some of the hottest Mules merchandise anywhere by visiting the Mule Stall store this evening, operated by the Mule Team. It's right next to concessions. Pick up all your Alamo Heights Mules merchandise tonight at the Mule Stall store. The Alamo Heights Cheerleaders will sponsor their annual Cheer on the Field event at Mule's next home game.
Welcome back, Ron Ritteman, the veteran coach here in San Antonio, who's been a winner everywhere he's been. He came up as Jim Streety's offensive coordinator at Madison, led Johnson to a very successful run before coming over to Alamo Heights. And guess what? He's doing it again. The Mules 12-1 a year ago.
Yeah, and he's had some talented teams. He makes no bones about it, and obviously he's done a great job coaching these kids over the years. But Don, he says, when we get healthy, man, we're going to have a chance to have the best team we've ever had here. So, they got to go out and do it, obviously, but I think that's high praise because he's had some darn good teams. Now in Hill, same thing, he was on the staff at Clemens before Jared Johnston left late to go take a job at his alma mater. So he's kind of had trial by fire too, and they've had a lot of adversity I don't think a lot of people know about. And boy, they're doing a lot of heavy lifting over there at Clemens, trying to get it all together, but Alan Hill's going to be the right guy for that job and to guide these Buffs through the storms.
Gannon Laswell will kick it off. You saw Derek Williams back to receive it, and it's going to be short and taken by the up man and across the 30, and he's wrestled down by his jersey right about the 26-yard line, and that's where Clemens will set up shop for the first time. The Buffaloes led by their senior quarterback, Spencer Mann, 6 foot 200. And Ocean Zuniga, who stars at linebacker, also plays some running back for him, although Joshua Jackson has been their leading rusher. He's got an offer from Army, but as Chuck talked about, they've had some difficult injuries, and one of them, of course, to him. So it's Gavin Townsend lining up in the backfield here on 1st and 10. It's the San Antonio Zoo. First down for the Clemens Buffaloes. They look to throw it on the first down. They go deep, got a man down there, and it's caught. Huge play for the Buffs. On the very first snap of the game, it's Christian Dupree with the reception. And how about the Buffs airing it out?
Yeah, dude. What a way to come out if you're Clemens, right? Talked about getting some first downs early, and Spencer Mann throwing a dime on a home run ball. And I'll tell you what, these Clemens Buffaloes, you look at these guys outside, Don, and their wide receivers, they got 4 really good ones.
Good speed there. Is actually underthrown a little bit, and he still was able to get. He wants to throw again here. Going deep, got a man, and it's caught for a touchdown. That's Derek Williams. 2 plays and touchdown Clemens, exploiting the Alamo Heights secondary on 2 consecutive throws by Spencer Mann.
We were walking around down on the field before the game, and of course, Ron Rittiman and Alan Hill know each other, and Ron Rittiman said to Coach Hill, man, is it a requirement that you got to have tall, speedy receivers? Well, we're getting a dose of that early on. Clemens, what they want to do, obviously, get the ball to their playmakers. They're not asking their quarterbacks to do anything. Just get it outside to those guys and let them eat.
All right, so here's Christopher Aikman. And he will try to give them Buffaloes the lead. And we've got a flag down. A delay a game, so they'll back that up. It'll be a little more difficult.
Delay of game penalty backs the Buffaloes up 5-yard, and they will re-kick.
Jim Sarwell, our referee tonight.
Yeah, give us a little chance to talk about Clemens. You know, Don, you talked about their star running back going out. I mean, this guy's all world, right? He's a track guy. He's a power lifter guy. A lot of their offense, and one block kick deserves another, right?
Still loose. Alamo Heights has it, but, still not out of bounds. We can get a couple of points here. Another pitch, and they've got room. Miracle on the Mississippi.
You got to be kidding
It's
me.
Max Bacon.
The extra point.
I was going to say, when am I going to have a chance to finish my story? Like, not on this play, dude.
Is it the first 2-point conversion return we've seen?
Mercy. Nothing but explosives here. And coming from some odd places. It's a block party at Orem Stadium on Thursday Night Lights.
Our updated score, Mules 8, Buffaloes 6 with 9:56 to go. First quarter.
Back to Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. We are joined by Brianna Cabello, once again, the catering sales manager over at Taco Cabana. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Nice to see you again. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. I'm going to just keep an eye behind us because we've seen it's coming fast and furious today. But you guys are once again our sponsor this year, Brianna. Why do you guys continue to give back to the community, especially through something like Thursday Night Lights?
Yes, Taco Cabana, San Antonio is our birthplace. This is our home. This community we love this community. We are part of this community, and we love giving back back. That's a big part of who we are, and we love to give back to the schools and to the teachers and to our firefighters, everybody in the community, and it's just such a great thing to be a part of. So we're happy to be here.
Absolutely. So what you guys got cooking up over at Taco Cabana this month?
Well, we always have something good. You know, we have our chips and queso, our flautas, fajitas, but today I brought you some street tacos.
Let's see them. Street tacos.
So these are our street tacos, de carne asada. So I have some lime here too. There you go. Yeah.
All right, you first. Come on. You left me hanging week 1.
For the Buffaloes, Mules begin the drive first and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
Cheers. Taco Cabana.
I want to thank our corporate sponsor.
Thanks, Matt. Matt actually shared his Taco Cabana last
He did, so he deserves mad props for that because up to this point he'd been kind of hogging the grub.
Broadway Bank provides modern
All right, so what will we see next? An explosive game so far, and Michael Terry still wants to be heard from. We'll see what happens here. He's lined up to the right of Watson Laswell, and they'll hand it to him. He goes off tackle and fights for a couple, gets about 1.5 yards.
Michael Terry III, the ball carrier. 56.
I don't know if we can get a shot, but on the far end zone from where Michael Terry is, I believe, is the entire UTSA offensive coaching staff. University of Texas is supposed to be here again tonight. But all eyes on this young, talented player. Free plays. They find Terry there. He cuts back and short of a first down. 2 flags on the play.
To Michael Terry III. Penalty marker.
It'll be offsides.
I'll tell you what, Coach Traylor and his staff have kind of stayed on the Michael Terry III train ever since 8th grade. They were the second team to offer him.
Offsides, number 20 defense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat second
Offsides
down.
It doesn't hurt that Ron Rittiman's son, Hunter Rittiman, is a UTSA offensive coach.
Down 2
Absolutely. I think at the end of this, too, I mean, this goes back to just talent recognition. How do you know that a kid that's in 8th grade is going to be a D1 stud? But Traylor and his staff, like I said, they were second behind Georgia Tech to recognize.
They're looking his way. They're firing it to him. He's going to fight for it, but can't quite make the catch. He doubled over the top. Michael Guillory there
Terry, incomplete
on the pass defense, and he did a nice job breaking it up.
Well, just stride for stride running down the field. This is unbelievable coverage and a little extracurriculars there. Quarterback throwing it up for grabs. I don't blame him. I mean, Michael Terry's that good. He usually is going to go up and get that football. But good inside leverage by the DB.
So it's 3rd down and short. We'll call it 2. This is where they've leaned on Terry all season long. Against Churchill, when they needed 2 yards, they went to him. He's got it and more, and look out. He was 1 step away from breaking it. And a good ankle tackle there to save the touchdown.
Great pursuit by Clemens. I mean, you've got to rally to the football every time 2 gets a touch because he's, as you saw right there, I mean, just 1 step away. And then great job up front by these Buffs creating holes for these guys to run through. It's been pretty easy right now running the football for Alamo Heights through 2 drives, or at least 1.5 drive.
San Antonio Zoo first down, and that's the kind of stuff that pops off the tape when scouts look. Just that initial burst through the line of scrimmage. And just a special talent. They'll go back to him. And this time, Clemens snuffs it out. Nice play up there by Jordan Yalowski. We told you he's a 6'4", 250-pound all-district player. 60 tackles a year ago and 4 sacks, and made a nice job of getting the pursuit and taking him down.
Yeah, Alan Hill told us he's the guy that is their most disruptive player, and he's a big boy that will snap your head back. Yes, he will.
2nd and long. They've got Terry at the bottom of the screen in the receiver position here. We got DK Garza as the running back, and they hand it to him, and DK fights forward after the initial contact for some
DK Garza
yards
with the
after
carry.
contact there, but still
22,
short of the
Trenton
first down. It'll be
Cooley
third
with the
down,
stop.
and we'll call it 6.
Brings up third down.
Yeah, I think,
for
you know,
the
there's a
Mules.
tendency for outsiders to think that it's just 2 all the time, but Alamo Heights has got some studs, man. I mean, we haven't even talked about their tight end, who also has already made some visits, including one that went to Texas last weekend when Michael Terry went up there.
Yeah, big number 88, Bennett Johnson. Got Texas Tech on the board as well. Terry at the bottom of your screen. Instead, they go to Garza. He's got the first down. He breaks outside across the 35, short of the 40, but that'll move the
DK
sticks.
Garza, the ball
And it'll be
carrier,
another
tackled
San
by
Antonio
number 3,
Zoo
Azir
first down.
Gumby.
Every
And
single guy that
that's
carries the
another
ball
Mules.
for Alamo Heights, you can just
First
see their
down.
ability to not only cut decisively, and then also get the ball and be able to pivot upfield very, very quickly. Great recognition, great moves. DK Garza showing out here tonight already. Checking out our Smile Cam, sponsored by Moonlight Ballroom and Conference Center, San Antonio's premier venue for all quinceaneras, Sweet 16s, and graduation parties. There's a lot to smile about here as they go Wildcat with Terry playing the QB position. He takes it, and Clemens plays it pretty well, but he's still fighting for yardage. He picks up about 4 on the first down play. Oh, starting to tune up a little bit in terms of the
Michael Terry
intensity
up
in
there
this
at the ball
football
carrier.
game. And then obviously, you know, if you're a Clemens guy and you tackle that guy, you make a name for yourself pretty quickly.
Saw him as a freshman on Thursday Night Lights, and he was a lot leaner and smaller, but I don't know, Chuck, he did just about everything that game.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, a 6'1", 180-pound freshman, and you know, like I said, you know, the recognition from the Alamo Heights staff too was this guy's going to help us early.
They looked the opposite way, throw over the middle. They were looking for that big tight end that we were talking about, Bennett Johnson, and Lasswell just overshot him, incomplete. And it'll be third down and 6.
You talk about the measurables too, right? The guy's
Brings up
6'7".
third down for the Mules.
They haven't put a clock on him 40 time wise this year, but this dude's running a 4.8 last year at that size. Yes, please. When
How
you
about-
talk about the opportunities for making a play down the field for Alamo Heights, they got a lot of them.
Being recruited by Texas. How about the tight end at Texas this year, Gunnar Helm, making huge plays.
Landry Harris telling us the dude's got a 4.0 GPA too. Nice work.
Here's Terry. Gets past the 20,
Michael Terry the third, the
31
ball
rather,
carrier.
gets to the
22,
30. That'll
Trenton
move the
Cooley
sticks.
with
It'll be
the
another
stop.
San Antonio Zoo first down.
And that's good for another Mule.
Up here in the booth with us
First
tonight, Nick
down.
Funky Cole Medina, as always, on the stats. And, yeah, the great Landry Harris joining us.
Yeah, father to be Landry Harris. Well done, dude. Man, you're making Dad feel not only proud, but old. But for sure proud, man. Congratulations to you and your entire family, y'all.
Thank you, brother. First and 10. Right up the middle goes DK. And he picks up about
DK
5.
Garza, the ball carrier. 99, Yalowski with the stop.
Yeah, things
And
have
if we're
kind
gonna play
of
it
slowed
second down,
down
7
here
for
at
the
Alamo
Mules from
Heights
the Buffalo
in terms of the
28.
explosive plays in the ball game. However, this is a pretty good example of what you're going to get when you face the Mules, right? They can beat you with big plays, and then they can also just ball control and run clock, and that's exactly what they're doing on this drive.
Second down, we'll call it 7. And good penetration by the Clemens defensive front. 2 guys there. They've got the football. Ball came out on that second contact, and coming away with it is Marcel
Fumble is recovered
Vasquez.
by Clemens.
Boy,
They take over
just a
first and
violent
10
collision there.
at their own 32-yard
Oh, is
line.
that Zuniga? Yeah.
The first guy there was Zuniga. 28 also got in on
Once
the
again,
action.
You can pick up a copy.
And that's
of the new
Ashton
issue of
Lasher.
Mules Illustrated, the all
And then they
sports
come up with a
program.
football.
It's
Yeah,
being
Zuniga goes
available
right
for
up the
purchase
gap.
tonight, sold by the
Stopped the
cross-country team in the
initial
stands and at
move
both
forward,
concession
but then,
stands.
yeah, he
Mules
got
Illustrated
finished
all
off in a
sports
hurry.
program
A
is
huge
published
play by
the
this
Alamo
Clemens
Heights Mule
defense.
team Pick up a
All right,
copy
so
tonight.
they took 2 plays to score the last time. First down here. Did they throw again? No, they run it up the middle, and they pick up good yardage, about 5 or 6.
Gavin Townsend, the ball carrier.
It's been an interesting season for Clemens, Don. They had some injuries we
Short
talked
gain on the
about,
play.
and,
It's
to
second
finish my
down.
earlier thought about losing their star running back, I mean, they were going to build their whole offense around this guy. He gets hurt very early on, so they're doing a lot of experimenting, and they're doing all of this to try to see what they can do so that they're best served when they get ready to play league play.
And the sweep to the right-hand side. Good penetration, but also good pursuit. 2-yard game. Here's their first 2 plays of the game if you're just tuning in.
Number 6, Patrick Arriaga with the
They got
stop
the
for
football,
Mules.
went deep past
It's
midfield on the very first completion of the game, and they followed that up with the first touchdown for Clemens on the big dime to Derek Williams. And just like that, they scored on 2 plays.
Yeah, bombs away. Now they're doubling outside, at least at the lower portion of your screen.
3rd and 3. Yeah, I don't think they're going to let Derek Williams beat him again tonight.
I don't know if they're going to have a choice the way these guys run and look.
He's soloed up now. They run it, and they're stoned right at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration by the
Townsend,
Heights
ball carrier.
front 4.
Tackle
They
on the play
answer.
by Patrick
George
Arriaga
Braden,
and a pack
one of the first
Alamo
guys
Heights
there,
Mules.
along with Oliver
It's
Duffin.
4th down.
Yeah, swarming to the ball. Huge defensive stand by Alamo Heights. Patrick Arriaga. Again, man, you just look at both of these teams. You do this week after week, I know, but 6'2", 205. Yeah, a bunch of good-looking athletes in terms of
Christopher Aikman,
size
punt
and speed
formation.
and ability to play football.
Nobody back for Alamo Heights. And it goes off the side of his leg and out of bounds with really good field position. The official's still coming up. It's the 45, and that's where Alamo Heights will have it, leading 8-6 as we near the end of the first quarter.
We also want to thank corporate sponsor Luther King Capital Management. Founded in 1979, LKCM provides investment management services to high net worth individuals, foundations, endowments, investment companies, pensions, and profit sharing plans, as well as trusts and estates, among others. Thank you, Luther King Capital Management, for being a proud sponsor of Alamo Heights football. We also want to thank Methodist Healthcare. Methodist Healthcare has you covered at every stage and age of life. They offer an extensive network of trusted providers, and they've got San Antonio families covered with more experts, medical advances, and resources than ever before. Thank you, Methodist Healthcare, for being a proud sponsor of Mules football.
Welcome back to Taco Cabana Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm, and you are seeing Matt squared right now. Matt Powell, an attorney over at Gomez Law Firm, joining us right now. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Matt. Thanks for having us. Look, the sun's going down. We got a back-and-forth game. This is great.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Tell me a little bit about the Gomez Law Firm for people who don't know.
Well, we're a 100% personal injury law firm. We represent people all over Texas who have been injured in car and trucking accidents, and we've been in San Antonio more than 50 years, and we're excited to be here for another 50.
Why should someone who's been in an accident contact you guys first?
Well, we've got 10 experienced attorneys. We've got almost 200 years combined experience among the attorneys here. We've also got more than 24 support staff to give you the attention that your case deserves. When you come to the Gomez Law Firm, we're going to fight for you. But not only do we fight for you, we care. We care about this community and the people of Texas.
Speaking of caring about the community, you guys are once again our presenting sponsor here. Why do you guys continue to come back year after year, sponsor us and sponsor these kids here on TNL?
Well, I mean, how cool is this, Matt, right? It's great to give these kids a chance to play on TV. But look, we care about San Antonio. The youth of San Antonio are the most important thing. That's why not only do we sponsor events like this, every year we give away 500 backpacks full of school supplies. We sponsor scholarships for high school and college students. We're in this community for the long haul.
Let's send him back up to Don and Chuck for the main event, because I think the best recruit in our area just scored a touchdown, guys.
Yeah, he did. And this is the speed that We've been talking about he's got the size, and then he just turns on the jets, and even with the angle, you're not going to catch him, and that's why he is who he is, part of the reason. There's a lot of other reasons, too, Chuck. He's a great kid, great teammate, great leader. And
great son, you name it. I was going to say he's going to need the Gomez Law Firm. He's going to get sued because he's too good. Look at this. I mean, it's just once he got the edge, it was like, no, you're going to need probably NFL talent to get that guy down. Try though you may, and that goes untouched.
At the end of this play, there's almost a slide trip attempt there by Michael Guillory. Excuse me. Azir Cumby. He's like, there's no way I can get him. He slid into third base and kicked his leg out trying.
Well, and again, you know, we talked about some of these cavernous holes that we've seen already created. We got J.D. Rodriguez right there in the middle, and then you got Jackson Moore and Ricky Gonzalez to his left, Grayson Hansel and Emiliano Aguilar to his right. Well done by these mules up front, creating some holes and some big ones for their studs.
All right, so Derek Williams, who scored a touchdown earlier in the game, will drop back to receive the kick off the foot of Gannon Laswell. And that's one of those little poochers. And still fighting for space. Nice return after a short kick by Derek Williams.
With the return, 37, Abel Martinez with a stop.
All right, so now we'll see what Clemens decides to do as Alamo Heights, after turning the ball over, went right back down and got another score thanks to another explosive play. Clemens, who came out, right? 2 big, long balls downfield, got him into the end zone.
Yeah, for a team that's had so many injury issues, you know, their confidence is not shaken. They're out here to fight, and they're hanging in there, play after play.
Yeah, you know, they've been kind of experimenting at the quarterback position, and obviously the senior looks like he's kind of seized the reins here, but, you know, again, work in progress for both of these teams before they get to league play.
Spencer Mann will snap the San Antonio Zoo first down, faked left, looks right, and missed the receiver. I think Williams came off his route a little bit, may have gotten tripped up. Maybe tripped up over his own feet, but couldn't quite get out into the flat.
So, yeah, the big thing for Clemens right now is you know, you're not necessarily looking for your quarterbacks to make all the plays, right? You just want to make sure you can find your guys, get the ball to them, and then let them create after they catch. That was a great, well-designed play. The receiver was wide open. Just got to make that connection somehow.
So 2 stacked to the right. Instead, they'll hand it off, and Alamo Heights played it nicely right there up front. Kif Giles, the senior linebacker,
with the carry.
in on the tackle.
By number 9, Kip Giles, and
as you can see, they've moved Ocean over to the offense as well.
Third down.
Yeah, Ocean is a guy that obviously is going to play both sides of the ball, but this dude can tote the rock too, and talk about another guy that is a load to try to bring down.
3rd down and 8. They'll throw it. That ball is caught. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
Incomplete.
Clemens coaches in the booth next to us don't like it. Caught by Derek Williams, but I think he was going to be well short of the first down anyway, about 3 yards. So Clemens will run the punt team out.
Well,
this time they do send a returner back, Alamo Heights, and that's Trip Johnson.
Very impressed by Derek Williams even getting his hands on that football. I thought that was going to be picked off the second that the DB broke on the ball.
Christopher Aikman, the punter, does all the kicking duties for the Buffaloes. And Trip Johnson was an all-district return specialist. He had an 85-yard return against Seguin earlier in the year. He's going to call that one off, let it go, and it takes a good Clemens bounce right to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Alamo Heights will have it with 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Chuck, we were talking about big number 99, Jordan Lebowski. He's one of our IBEW Local 60 player profiles. Plays some hoops as well. He better at 6'4", all-district defensive end.
Yeah,
a baseball player.
Gotta like that. I'm just thinking, man, would you want to go on this guy down on the block on the basketball court? No, I don't think so. I think I'll go play football where it's safer.
all-around athlete. Got 41 seconds left here as Terry lines up in the Wildcat. Keeps and picks up about 5
Michael
on
Terry,
first
the third
down.
and a quarterback with the keeper.
You know, I like about him too, Chuck. He looks like a receiver at the next level. I think if he does indeed go to Texas, and that's where most people project Nebraska and Oregon are also really on his top 3. But I could see him a lot like Jordan Whittington in that slot role for Texas. But he's not afraid to just stick it up in there and run it like a tough fullback.
Yeah, he's a little more physical, I think, in a lot of ways. And, Jordan is just so twitchy, right? But, if you're projecting out, look at how much bigger and stronger he's gotten through his high school career. Just imagine what's going to happen at the next level.
On the keep, Laswell
Quarterback number 10, Watson
is
Laswell
close to the
is
marker,
the keeper, and
but he's
that's
going to
the
be
end of the first
short,
quarter.
and
Our score, Mules
that's the end of the first quarter. A lot of excitement here so far, including the explosive play from number 2 that we expected, but Clemens had an explosive play or two of their own. Good football game from 09, 15-6 Mules. We're back with second quarter action.
Having a guy like this.
Welcome back. It's our San Antonio Ready to Work game highlights. First quarter action here from Orem Stadium. DK Garza got Alamo Heights on the board first, much like last week's big play of the week. He went right up the middle, but Clemens had the answer going to Derek Williams deep on their second play of the game. Both teams had a blocked extra punt early. It was extra point, rather. It was 6-6. They went the distance because of a couple of laterals. Max Bacon with the 2-point conversion the other way put Alamo Heights up front, and then Michael Terry just breaking it and showing his speed. And he's got the rock right now, and he's carrying about 6 Buffaloes with
Michael
him
Terry, the third
across the
ball.
45.
Another
You keep your hips and shoulders square while moving downfield. And, we've seen the clips already tonight. The vision of these guys when they run the football, they're seeing things happen before they happen. And then once they get through the hole, see you later.
Let's go down to Matt Roy on the sidelines.
Well, Don, Chuck, we're here with Joe Corchado, one of the owners of Beluga Air, who is sponsoring our Scholar Athletes this year. Joe, you guys are giving back to the community once again by sponsoring TNL. Why are you guys choosing to do that?
TNL. I come from a small country, little town, so we love sports. And I love to get back to young men trying to do something in life as an athlete.
Maybe we'll see him on TNL one day too.
Be on TNL one day.
Exactly. So you guys, what's great advice that you can give homeowners and that can help them save money on with Beluga Air this season?
One thing you can do, we can do to help you is attic insulation. A lot of people don't realize that you might not need a new AC unit, but adding in more insulation in the house is going to help prolong the life of the unit, lower the electricity bill. So give us a call for the attic insulation. See if we can prolong the life of that AC unit for you.
Awesome, Joe. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here, guys. Back to you.
Here goes DK Garza again. A huge game deep into Clemens territory. Not quite into the Citromen red zone, but another big run by DK Garza.
Yeah, again, this dude started 13 games last year as a sophomore back there, and they just love him so much as an athlete that they put him back at safety for this year. But, again, they've got so many guys that they can play on both sides of the ball, and that's really going to pay dividends late in the season when they get into the playoffs.
26 yards there. Michael Terry down at the bottom of the screen running the slant. They look his way, and now he'll throw it to him, and that's picked off. He overshot him, and it was intercepted by the Buffaloes. A big turnover as Michael Guillory comes up with the play.
Huge play again by this Clemens defense, and I'll tell you what, if DK Garza isn't there to make the tackle, this thing's going to the house the other way. Great pressure by Clemens, outside and inside. Ball's flipped a little too high, and Six makes a really good break on the ball and comes up with a big play for his squad.
It's a countywide service company first down here in the second quarter, and Clemens dodges a bullet as Alamo Heights' ground game looked like they were going to just run it right back down the field. So instead, the turnover gives the ball to the Buffaloes, down 15-6, and it's Spencer Mann at the helm. Trips to his right, run a man in motion, little pump fake, but he's going to be brought down by that defensive front. Well, good penetration by the Alamo Heights front four.
Boy, I'll say, nobody really bit on the fake. I thought, oh, this is going to turn out great for Clemens, but everybody kind of just stayed at home and read their keys, and great job by Alamo Heights snuffing that one out.
Kip Giles on the tackle, loss on the play of about 3. It'll be second down and 13. Again, 3 receivers to the right for man. One of those is Williams, the speedster, on the inside. Instead, they'll hand it right up the middle, and the linebacker coming up to make a big play. As Zuniga was the ball carrier. And Alamo Heights,
Gavin Townsend with the carry.
Albert
Tackle on the play
Colgager came up and made the tackle.
It's third.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, man, this Alamo Heights defense, we sure have been giving a lot of love to the offense for all the right reasons, obviously, but Heights defense standing up and being stout here as they try to get the ball back to their offense after a huge stand the last time there was a turnover.
Gavin Townsend in the game at running back now. Man's going to take off, and he's under pressure, and he's dropped. Maybe a gain of 1, but they needed 13, so it'll be 4th down, and Buffalo will have to turn it over on downs.
Patrick Arriaga and company, a lot of heat coming in this Clemens backfield, and 6 is Johnny on the spot.
They send Trip Johnson back to return the punt, but guess who else is back there now?
Number 14, Trip Johnson. Number 2, Michael Terry the third.
I wonder if Michael Terry and Trip Johnson maybe have a reverse up their sleeve. Find a way to put the ball in number 2's hands, huh?
Yeah, I'm putting the ball out of bounds.
They cooked instead they kick it to him. And there is the reverse to Johnson. He's got speed. He's across the 40 and thrown out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And we'll come back with the Alamo Heights possession. 7:39 to go. Mules lead it 15-6.
Bite to eat and an icy cold drink at the concession stands. While you're there, say hello to your friendly Mule Team volunteer. Concession stands are located at both ends of the stadium. Support the Mules and your hunger. Hey Mules fans, you play a vital role in supporting and promoting athletic participation and excellence in all sports-related extracurricular programs here at Alamo Heights High School. And you can back the Mules by making a tax-free donation to the Mule Team. It's a 501c3 organization. You can find out more at alamoheightsmuleteam.com. That's alamoheightsmuleteam.com. Be a part of the team behind the team. Make a donation today to the Mule Team.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by Premier Pros.
First down and 10 for the Alamo Heights Mules. Michael Terry lined up in the Wildcat. He'll run it right up the middle. He's got first down and more across the 41.
Quarterback number 2, Michael Terry, the
Pickup
third with the
of
keeper.
about
Tackle by
12.
Kirby, and that's another mule.
And he makes it look easy, doesn't he?
He does. I think some of these earlier runs, they will look more of the finesse variety, just trying to sliding and guiding. That was pure power, man. He hit that hole with a purpose.
You gotta
Looking to
like
take
that about
somebody
him,
on.
right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Different gears.
he likes the physicality. He likes playing all the different positions. Split him out to the right on this play. Instead, they'll run DK Garza, and he's got nowhere to go. Pack of Buffaloes there to bring him down.
DK Garza, the ball
And
carrier.
doesn't even get back to the
No
line
gain
of
on the play,
scrimmage.
tackled by
Great
24
job of
Phillips.
packing right there by Aaron Grace and, of course,
Second and
Agent
10.
Zed. Ocean Zuniga all over the field on both sides of the ball.
I'd love to hear that story from the parents. Was it after Danny Ocean? Was it after Ocean's 11?
Or Billy Ocean.
It's great. Great name. Terry splits to the bottom of the screen here on 2nd and 10. Watson Laswell. There's Garza back there with him. Hands it to him, and he gets about maybe 2.
DK
It'll be
Garza
third
with
down
the
and
carry
long.
for Alamo Heights.
Interesting there, they had Michael Terry one-on-one, looked his way,
Working on
but
the
that was a
plays.
run call
Third and
all the
9.
way. I was noticing during the Churchill game that it's not complicated for these Alamo Heights coaches. When they need a play, it's like, let's not overthink it. Let's put it in number 2's hands. And he's lined up to the left of Watson Laswell here on 3rd and 9. And they give it to him on kind of a counter play. He's not going to get 9. Instead, he gets about 3.
Terry, the third,
Well
the ball
short.
carrier.
And what kind of
Short gain on the play brings up 4th and 5.
kicking game here, or 2-down territory? They're going to probably go for it here.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, both of these teams are working on things that, obviously they want to win the ball game, but the bigger picture is still to come. So why not? You got the lead, and you got the ball at your own 35, and you got 2. What could go wrong?
They're going to send 2 DBs over there. He's at the top of your screen, solo covered here, but they'll drop the safety. Instead, they go to the other side, use him as a decoy. DK was absolutely blown up.
Pass complete to DK Garza.
Ashton
Tackle on the play by
Elisha,
28.
the senior linebacker, for a loss on the play, and the Buffaloes have life. They'll have the football as well when we come back.
We want to thank our corporate sponsor, North Park Luxury Dealerships, Lincoln, Lexus, and Audi. When you choose Kamlig Auto Group, you can be sure you'll have an experience unlike any other. The dealerships are committed to quality, comfort, and their customers, so they prioritize your needs as their number 1 priority. That's the North Park Luxury Dealerships, Lincoln, Lexus, and Audi. We also want to thank tonight Baird Foundation Repair. For over 50 years, Baird's Foundation Repair has been the trusted leader in restoring value to homes and providing peace of mind to customers. At Baird, they strive to serve exceptionally, exceed quality, and put you first every time. We also want to thank the Alamo Heights School Foundation
go with trips to his right. Rolls that way. Now fires deep. Got a man wide open. And what a catch! Touchdown, Clemens! Beautiful Clemens flashback there. The Buffalo's been on TNL many times, and we've seen some great athletes over the years from Clemens High School. And they've got the football now down 15-6, 4:38 to go here in the first half. Man goes deep, got double coverage down there, and it's broken up. Safety coming over to make a nice play on it was Max Bacon. He's already got a 2-point conversion there
Max
tonight.
Bacon for the Mules. It's second down.
Yeah, what a great name too. That's what Chuck orders when he goes to breakfast, right? Max Bacon.
Yeah, that's another one of those guys, too, that Ron Rittiman said, you'll notice this guy pretty early on in a football game. He just loves the game and he's got some talent, too.
We saw that on that blocked extra point that he took the other way. Quick twitch move by the back from Clemens, but a nice job. Gavin Townsend really showed some quickness getting to the outside, but Alamo Heights had it covered. Oliver Duffin coming up to make the tackle.
Yeah, snuffing it out is Oliver Duffin. It was a really good play, right? Great closing speed and then wrapped up nicely.
So it's third down for the Buffaloes. Call it 8. Clock runs into 4 minutes here for Spencer Mann. They're in a dangerous position here if they're not able to convert to give the ball back to Heights before the half. Mann running for his life, and he's been dropped. Ryan Stetson ran him down from the back end. Not very big, 5'7", 150. But he's an all-district player who had 18 tackles already on the season. And look at the little guy. Aggressive and strong.
Yeah, Ron Rittiman tells great stories about this guy's ability to play football despite the lack of size. I mean, they said last week he got knocked down by some 6'7" guy twice. Still got up and made a sack on a play. He's that kind of ball player.
Trip Johnson back to receive this punt. No fair catch. Instead, he'll field it, and he makes a move. Johnson up the middle, still on his feet, and he fights across the 45 before he's slung down. And Alamo Heights, with 3 minutes to go, will have a shot to score. You know, every week on TNL, we highlight teams that are making a difference in our communities with the Beyond the Game program. Let's hear more from San Antonio Sports' Jenny Carnes and Valero.
Every day, our high school and middle school coaches work hard to help athletes reach their maximum potential while also teaching life lessons through sports. Beyond the Game provides a platform to support our coaches as they develop athletes beyond the basic X's and O's.
Valero's commitment to integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service is reflected in every aspect of our work and community involvement. We're proud to partner with San Antonio Sports to acknowledge the next generation of leaders who embrace these values.
We are thrilled to have Valero on our team. They are a company that lives their values and makes San Antonio a better place for all of us. Having Valero as a teammate for Beyond the Game will help this program continue to positively impact more teams, coaches, and families. 4 teams will be recognized in the San Antonio High School All-Star Football Game in the Alamo Dome. If you want to nominate, you can visit sanantoniosports.org and learn more about the program and nominate a team or individual today.
Love San Antonio Sports and Valero and the Beyond the Game program. So many great teams around our entire area doing great things in the community. Alamo Heights with a chance to score here. 3 minutes to go near midfield. Michael Terry soloed at the bottom of the screen. Instead, they handed DK Garza, breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles. And look at DK Garza get yardage, probably 7 total. Just won't go down.
Yeah, some dirty yards from that young man, fighting and trying to slug it out, get to the sticks, and try to keep this drive alive. And now it's 2nd and short, just on the sheer hustle of number 21, DK Garza. Already up over right at 100 yards for the ball game.
Coaches for Alamo Heights do a nice job of mixing it up, the different looks, the formations. Terry now lines up in the eye as the tailback. 2nd down and 2. They hand it to him, and Everybody knows that he's getting the football, including that Clemens defense, but he's got enough for another first down, a countywide service company first down here in the second quarter. And that'll stop the clock for a second to move the chains as we'll tick down inside 2 minutes before the next snap.
Yeah, nice, clean, well-played first half so far, and Alamo Heights trying to do its best to get some more points. And then, obviously, behoove them to take as much of this clock with them as they can.
Terry lines up to the right of Watson Laswell. They're on first down. They've got all their timeouts left. They run a counter to the left. He breaks up the middle, and he'll be fighting across the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Chuck, just a man among boys play right there.
Yeah, it really was, and I don't know who the tackler was. I thought he did a good job of kind of laying off. He could have done one of those dangerous tackles, and he just, you want to make sure that you don't want to do anything to hurt, too, and just play good, clean football. Good job by everybody on that one, and yeah, you're right. We're not going to be surprised by anything that young man does on the football field, that's for sure.
They're running out of time. Inside a minute, another countywide first down. Again, it's Terry, and he's now in the Central Med red zone. To our point earlier, and I think they'll take a timeout there. And they do inside the Central Med red zone. To our point earlier, Chuck, he likes tough yardage. For a guy like who we said we think will play receiver at the next level, he embraces that Joe Mixon toughness, physicality.
And I think it helps, too. I mean, when you're 6'4" and over 200 pounds, man, you can do a lot of damage at this level, right? I mean, although the kids are getting bigger as we see week to week, but, I mean, if you can play like him and you're built like he is, I mean, why wouldn't you like contact? Because you're the guy that's probably going to be dishing out more than you're taking it.
13 carries for almost 140 yards and the touchdown. We're back in 15 seconds.
Do you know a San Antonio teen in 7th to 12th grade looking for ways to get involved in the community? They can apply to be a Project Worth Teen Ambassador today. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
Another thing that Coach Ritterman loves about Michael Terry is that with all this attention, with all these coaches here tonight and with all the recruiting trips and all the talks about rivals and all that stuff, he cares, the player, more about his high school teammates and this state championship goal of theirs this year in Class 5A, where a lot of kids we've seen in the past have been looking forward to the next level. He's really enjoying the high school experience.
And he's heard more than one occasion, I'm talking about Ron Ritterman, that a lot of the coaches that he hears from, it's like, we not only want the kid, we want the parents too. I mean, that they've done such a great job. And you never know how you would handle having a prodigy as a kid, but they seem to have done everything about as well as you could possibly do it.
Here he is on the keep. He breaks it to the outside, breaks another tackle, fighting towards the goal line, and he gets to about the 3-yard line with 44 seconds to go, and they may run a little more clock here. Thought he might get up a little slowly, but he's okay.
Yeah, he got submarined and torpedoed down here at the end, and I tell you, I think every time you watch this young man play football, you're just thinking, man, there's so much more ahead of him, not only this year, but next year too, right? But there's a big target when you're Michael Terry III with everything that he's got going on.
And after that play, he needs a bit of a blow. Ron will call timeout. That'll be their second. They'll have one left with 44 seconds to go. And, can't wait for our halftime show. One of the high school bands that we feature on TNL this year is going to win that $5,000 band grant. It's all based on your vote. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit the CW35.com/station/contest. You got to be 18 and live in our viewing area to vote. The $5,000 band grant sponsored by Christus Children's. And make sure you stick around for the Central Med halftime show. Had some good band performances in recent weeks, and we'll see 2 more good ones tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
32 seconds to go.
Beautiful stadium they've got here, and they've got so much construction going on. I wonder what this place is going to look like 3 or 4 years from now. I mean,
rebuilding the whole school. Yeah, the gym is fantastic. New football stadium's halfway done. There's portables everywhere right now because they've basically torn down the old high school and they're rebuilding, and it's going to be beautiful. There's the new home side with the new press box.
See us waving? And on the other side, the far side, they're going to tear those stands down and also the field house and redesign that whole section. So work in progress here at Alamo Heights, but so far, so very good.
All right. It's 2nd and goal with 32 seconds to go. 1 timeout left. That looked a little bit like a bust. And Laswell running for his life. Now he's going to throw it, and it's knocked down. And good defense right there. It's actually a play that worked out well. Michael Guillory made a good play, but that play actually worked out pretty well for Alamo Heights because it looked like Laswell was going to take a loss and the clock would have kept running.
Yeah, man, it looked like a little Brett Favre action here, hoping this guy can make a play on the back end. But, man, you are dancing with the devil when you're trying to test Michael Guillory. He just showed off that he's the best cover guy and the most athletic. I mean, that's unbelievable that he could stay back there and hang with his guy for as long as he did. Unbelievable play by Michael Guillory.
A good coaching moment there from Ron Ritteman explaining the down and distance and clock situation there. They still have the 1 timeout. They'll go Wildcat with Terry. High snap, but he's got it. He's got a touchdown easily. Michael Terry III walks in for his 2nd touchdown of the game, and the Mules score with just 18 seconds left.
You know, I think it's really interesting how Alamo Heights has really had this team concept going, even when you have a guy that's as talented as Michael Terry II. You know, how do you not think about giving this guy the ball and letting him touch it every single time, right? But Coach Ritteman says, hey, man, we get down and it's 1st and goal at the 5. There's a good chance he's going to see the ball 3 times in a row. So, you know, they've done a good job of mixing it up, and you have to if you want to be a team that goes very far and, you know, use your weapons as best you can and then also preserve them on some levels. But when in doubt, 2's your guy.
Yep, and 2 is the call here. They want to go on the 2-point conversion after having 1 blocked. And we might get a timeout from Clemens to talk this over. And again, you got to think Allen Hill's going to tell all 11 of his guys, number 2 is going to run the football. Stop him. We're back in 15 seconds.
Cheer on the field event at the Mules' next home game.
Hey San Antonio teens, are you looking for ways to share your voice, creativity, and ideas on ways to positively impact the community? Become a Project Worth Teen Ambassador. For more information, visit our website or call 210-207-8850.
There's Michael Terry getting a little drink of water. Got to be impressed with his durability as well. Putting up numbers, 15 touches, 15 carries rather, 158 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's also got a catch for 13 yards. Haven't seen him on defense yet. Saw him on 1 punt return. But he does just about everything, including go for the extra point here, a 2-point conversion. And they'll line him up in the Wildcat.
Yeah, he's played quarterback, he's played receiver, running back. They've had him on the D-line, linebacker, corner, safety. Obviously, he talked about his ability to return kicks. I mean, this guy has just been really, really fun to watch his 4 years.
It'd be fun to see him throw it here. Michael Terry gonna go 2nd effort, not quite get there. Ran into his own guy and couldn't quite get over Ricky Gonzalez, and so he'll be short. So he'll stay 21-6 with 18 seconds to go.
A little bit of a high snap, kind of messed up the rhythm of that play right there, but all in all, really good job by Alamo Heights taking the lead in this football game. As we see Michael Terry trying to find the ears there, does successfully on the touchdown run, and then a little bit of a errant snap there on the 2-point conversion. But you know, Alamo Heights has had a couple of turnovers here, but Clemens' defense, I think all in all, doing a very good job too with the weaponry that Alamo Heights has displayed here in the first half.
Our Smile Cam brought to you by Moonlight Ballroom and Conference Center. With us this year, San Antonio's premier venue for all quinceañeras, Sweet 16s, graduation parties, and where you can find Mr. and Mrs. McAtenick cutting a rug on most Saturday nights.
Darn right. Measure twice, cut once. Oh. Yeah,
Last week, this week Ron Redmond told me the only thing he can do musically is two-step. So Ron Redmond's a bit of a dancer.
My wife, poor gal, she's had to suffer with the guy with 3 left feet her entire life, man. Just not in the cards.
No, you're in the mosh pit at the metal show.
I can't do that anymore, man. That has passed me by. Good thought, though.
18 seconds to go. Clemens will have one last shot at it. They receive that kick right at the 30, and that'll get us to a couple of snaps left. Maybe one, maybe 2 plays left for Clemens. That's all they needed on their very first drive, airing it out on 2 plays to score.
Tell you what, these special teams have been fun to watch, man. There's some dudes spilling it right now. Getting after it.
Allen Hill will send out Spencer Mann in the offense. See if they're content to just go into the half here or if they want to at least take one shot.
I don't know. I just saw Emilio Franklin, though, 73. Oh, man, elite level hair.
They drop the tailback deep, probably just going to kneel it here. And they do, and that'll be the end of the first half. A good one. Alamo Heights up 21-6. Clemens hanging in there with some athletes of their own. And when we come back, we'll have our Central Med halftime show. You'll hear from both bands. David Chancellor will have our Scholar Athlete of the Week. But first, before we do that, Matt Roy is going to track down Coach Ron Ritteman, who no coach is ever happy, but he's got to be pleased with the early lead here and the way his offense has performed after a kind of a scare there on the first couple of series with Clemens going deep. And here's Matt Roy with the coach.
All right, Coach, you guys' offense was clicking there in the first half. Obviously, Michael getting in twice, DK getting in once. What's going on that's going well for you on offense?
Well, I think our guys are playing extremely hard. We haven't executed at the level we wanted to. We got a couple of turnovers and just some things that have happened. But to their credit, they keep playing hard, and they're going to get in. We're going to go in and make some halftime adjustments and get it fixed.
One of those adjustments on defense, is it going to be the long ball? Obviously, that first possession for Clemens, 2 long balls got him into the end zone. How are you guys going to stop that in the second?
Well, I thought we did a great job after the first 2 plays, and so we made some adjustments. We weren't going to wait till halftime on that. I thought our defensive coaches did a great job eliminating what they did, and we knew they were big play potential, but we just didn't know they were going to hit 2 in a row to start the game. So we made those adjustments. We think we got that fixed. We got a few more things we need to work on to clean it up. But our defense is playing extremely hard.
Good luck, Coach.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Ron Ritteman, one of those Southwest Texas Bobcats. I say that because that was the name of the school when he went there, along with Chuck.
Yeah, good player, man. Good quarterback.